Look it, maybe before we start though, okay, I've heard back. I have in my possession now, after all this time. Oh yeah, there's some nice pictures. Oh, there's some really nice oh yeah, these are some good ones. There's one here of me without my shirt on. And then there's a couple here of us, oh God, yeah, some really sweaty ones too. All right, listen. What you're about to hear is a live recording from, I would say it's like at least 1999, maybe the year 2000 or so. This was me and my friends that I grew up with, Jordan and Kevin, who are still around. Bless the Lord. They're still with us. And some context on this, okay? Because there's pictures as well. These pictures were taken a long time ago, and it was not common for people to have digital cameras back then. They were pretty new at the time. So it was like a bit of a fad for us, right? So we have just a lot of dumb fucking pictures of us from a long time ago. Okay, let's listen to a song first.
I really don't like you guys anymore.
Okay, hang on a second. Here it goes. Is that too loud? Is that too loud? The quality's great. There's one mic in the middle of my basement. Okay, this is my mom and dad's house that I grew up in the basement. There's one mic in the middle of the room, right by the bass drum. So, you know, take it or leave it, I guess. You know.
I really don't like you guys anymore, and after this, you're the band.
Okay. There's 3 songs in total. Okay, and this is song number 1. It's just a short one. That's an old one. Look at that. That's a really old one. Oh. That's good. That's good. Why the ladies are so interested, right? Look at, I mean, that's pretty good. That's my friend Kevin on the drums there. And that's my friend Jordan on the on the guitar, and there's me using my friend Kevin's bass guitar. Yeah, that was good. You like that? It's not done. I'm sorry about the quality. It's not great. Look at that. The quality of that. Look at that. Where are the reflections? Well, listen, it was taken in, I can't remember this venue. Was this, the Underground? That's right. There was a place in Ottawa called the Underground, which I don't think exists anymore. Maybe it's like an arcade now or something. The cocaine abuse really shows. I was 20. Well, a ripe age for copious amounts of cocaine. My jeans are incredible. I know, right? Look at those jeans. I think I still have those, you know. I think they're a little bit more ripped, though. Let's see if there's some other pictures here. Oh, look at that. This is, look at, you can even see, look, the pit stains here. We got a couple of pit stains. It was hot. It was a really hot day. I can't remember if it was this show or we played 2 shows that summer. Both days, really fucking hot. One of the shows, I was a little bit nervous before we started, and I took a huge dump in the toilet at the venue, and I blocked the toilet. And then we went up and did our show, and the whole time we did the show, I was like, fuck, I blocked the toilet. And I could see people trying to go into the toilet. I'm there trying to remember my bass lines. I could see people go in the toilet and then immediately come out. I was like, ah, fuck, it's still blocked. Like, they're not able to go in there and do their thing. So, you know, just like those little stories, you know, you get those little stories. So this is all the same show. These are all, I don't know what the quality of the camera is not really great, is it? It's just like, you got that like laser cat eye stuff and everything, right? No Twitch rivals for me after this story. Well, come on, I mean, it happens to the best of us, right? Oh, look at a slightly more colorful camera. Look at, we're just in mid-flow here. Pretty good. I know, right? Pretty, oh, look at that. Looks like your boy on YouTube and twitch.tv/sips_ is doing a little bit of singing there too. And let me tell you, the song that we were playing there was not Angels by Sarah McLachlan. It was not. It was one of these ones that you were just listening to. Let's see if I can find like another one. Is it? It's not that one. It's not the right. It's not
The
right
underground
one.
is a pinball and pierogi place now.
Everywhere I go, that song is just everywhere. It's a pinball and pierogi place now. Oh, okay. A little bit blurry, that one. All right, well, that's from the show, the Underground show. This was the Dope Joes playing at the Underground in Ottawa. We had posters and everything, and I think like 5 people turned up to the show. It was not the best, but there you go. Let me see what these other pictures are like. I think these other pictures aren't band pictures. I think some of these pictures are from Canada Day. They were taken in 2000, it looks like. There's one from 2005 here, and then there's one from 2003. That's me eating a hot dog on Canada Day. Look at how hot it was. Very sweaty. Very sweaty. That's an old one. That's from 2000. I was 20. I was 20 and I was eating a hot dog. There I am again eating a hot dog. Very nice. These are the kind of pictures that a Boston Red Sox cap. Yep.
You're doing great, Dad!
Was it hard to concentrate on your
shirt.
bass lines when the photographer set off the flash powder in that underground speakeasy?
Yeah, it was. It was really tough, yeah. I was talking about this yesterday. We were eating hot dogs. I got home. It was a combination of too much beer and also heat stroke. I threw up in the toilet when I got home. And for about a week after that, my whole bathroom at home smelled like barbecue. It was disgusting. It was there. That's nice. That's a nice one too. These are great snacks. I'm glad Jordan sent me. These are good.
You're doing great,
These are good ones.
Dad.
Just sitting here
There's
with a
me
tall
with-
glass of chocolate milk with
nice.
my best t-shirt
Let me tell you, I don't look like that
Working
now.
from home has allowed me to
I was
catch
pretty
your
ripped back
streams
then.
and surf the web for some juicy maps
Pretty
of
ripped back
South
then, too,
Dakota.
yeah.
What a blessing. Thanks
I don't
for
know
the
why
years
there's
of
pictures
sweaty
of me without a
content.
shirt on there.
Okay, bye now.
They're old pictures. It's fine. There's me shoving a hot dog into my mouth using the back of my wrist. It's a bit of a move. A bit of a move back then. There's us. Man, it's just so hot and sweaty, right? Just really hot and sweaty. The guy on the right was my best friend growing up. His name was Jeff. He was my best friend growing up. I still talk to him, but it's weird when you get older and you're married and you have kids and stuff. You just don't have as much time, right? It's a little bit different. There's a picture of me doing a dance in Kevin's kitchen. What the fuck? What the fuck shirt is that? I don't ever remember owning that shirt even. Anyway, that's a little bit of a dance, I guess. There's a couple of other ones here that he did not include in the zip where Kevin trashed his drum set at the end of the Underground show, which was pretty funny. And we also played a song that was called Windows 95 at that show as well. It was really good. The camera was a Fujifilm FinePix 2400 zoom. Can I mention Quacker's Bistro? Quacker's Bistro was I I think it was like a frat kind of like party place. It had DJ booths and stuff. And then the guy who owned it, I think, was an old French Canadian man. This is in Montreal. So a bunch of my friends moved into this place. It was like their first apartment, and then they shared it. There was about 3 or 4 of them. And their bedrooms were old DJ booths. And this place was, fuck me. Like, have you ever seen The Wire? You know the houses, like, you know the vacant places that they go into to do heroin and smoke crack and stuff? It was like that inside. It was unbelievable. It was just disgusting. Like, it was so fucking gross. And all they did the whole time was had parties. And constantly. And then when they left, their lease was up and they left. They were ready to move on with their lives.
You're doing great, Dad.
They had one more big
Hey,
blowout
Uncle
party.
Sipsy.
Anyway, so the last big blowout party, they had like one of those big hanging, it was like a cast iron grate hanging off of their ceiling that you could hang pots and pans from. Somebody pulled that down. And also the oven, the front of the oven got kicked in. So all the glass was shattered and stuff. But I think that the people that were moving in after were people that they knew, which is even worse. They just left the place in a fucking total disaster. And then these other guys went to move in and they had no oven and stuff. So yeah, I feel like a grandpa telling stories from the past, which aren't really funny or interesting or anything, but maybe that gives you some more. Hey, oh, by the way, I got some tea. Look at how like even in my 20s, I've always had really shit hair. It turns out, like, I don't remember it being this bad, but I mean that is pretty bad. That's pretty bad hair. Also, I don't know if this was. I think this is like 2000 and. This must be a bit later on, actually. Maybe this is when I went back home to visit or something. This could have been like maybe like mid 2000s or something. Because I look a little bit older here, I think. I don't know. It's like cute baby hair. What a mess. Oh my god, jeez. I was playing SimCity on a computer without a shirt on, as you do. I was playing SimCity 4, actually, if you remember that classic. It was a really good one. Some nice nipples there as well. Yes. You guys want to see this wedding picture from my wedding? It's one of probably the only ones available. Man, my wedding was a good time. It was good fun. There we go, baby. There we go. That's right. That's right. Somebody married that. God bless her. God bless her. Anyway. Look, it was the hottest day on record the day I got married. It was the hottest day on record. It's the same face. Well, funnily enough, it's the same guy that you're looking at right now. I haven't changed that much, you know. Not much changes. Wait, I was 23 at the time. Fuck, I'm a wreck, eh? I was 23 when that picture was taken. And now I'm 40. It's the same guy. It's uncanny, isn't it? Look, I actually think I've improved with age, right? I still have, like, not much of a chin. No? Maybe? Yeah, I'd say so. I just look a bit more disheveled now. A little bit more disheveled. It was the hottest day back then. It was a whopper. Oh my god, it was so hot. It's crazy. I actually look the same. Yeah, I know. I haven't really changed that much. Oh, that's good though. You know, some people change a lot. You marry somebody and then 20 years later, you know, they look like some sort of dumpster or whatever. I started off as a dumpster and I'm still a dumpster. So at least you got what you subscribed to, right? At least I've been consistent. You know, some people, you start off as Brad Pitt, you marry them, and then 20 years later, they look like fucking Danny DeVito. So, actually, you know what? I think Danny DeVito is a pretty handsome guy. Oh my god, that's another good one from the wedding. Okay, hang on a second. Let me get that. This an email aptly titled Sunburn. How do I get this? Hang on a second. It's too small. Look, you can tell he's a little bit younger there, right? I don't know how I can zoom in on this. It's like an old picture, right? Here, like, you gotta just like... There we go. There we go. Look at that. I look like some sort of like crazed, like coke-addled banker or something like that. Look. The stock market. I'm just like going crazy. No? I haven't aged a day. Good. Man, some of these pictures... some of these fucking pictures. Jesus Christ. So... The people who came over from Canada for my wedding, like the guys that were in my band and like my friend Jeff and my friend Van, all came over, and we stayed over at a campsite, right? Like a local campsite on Jersey, before the wedding, and we were up all night, drinking wine and making fart noises and laughing our heads off. And a couple of times a man yelled across the campsite in the middle of the night for us to shut the fuck up because his fucking kids were trying to sleep. He was angry, man, and it made it even more funny. You know, like when you're at school and somebody tells you a joke at the back of the class or whatever, and you know that you're not meant to be laughing, so it makes it even funnier, and you have one of those moments where you're just trying so hard to hold it in and you just explode and your teacher just goes fucking nuclear. It was like that, it was hilarious, man. It was so funny. You missed those. Yeah, I missed them too. I loved all that. It was so good. Now I would be the teacher getting angry. Yeah, for sure. How long have I been in Jersey? I've known my wife. Yesterday was 22 years since we met, and in a couple of days it'll be 17 years since we got married. So I've lived here for just over 17 years. It's a long time, eh? She's blind, yeah. Yeah. No, she's illegally blind, yeah. I keep telling her that I look like Idris Elba. She just believes it. Yeah, it's nice though, right? Hang on, we got another one here. Oh my god, okay, no. I don't have much shame, but I god, that's such a bad picture. Oh my god. It's just like the lighting and the heat. Oh my god, I just look like a not well lit tomato. No, I'm not showing that. Jeez. God. The email's titled Red Skull. Oh my god. I can't tease you. I can. I absolutely can. Okay. Come on, we've listened to music. We've looked at some old pictures and stuff. Jeez. It was the jet ski. It might have been the jet ski, actually, yeah. I remember getting really mad at my brother on the jet ski because he was like, he was just going like a bit crazy. Jordan's in the chat right now, and he's sending me old pictures. You know, my friend Jordan has just started streaming as well. He streams a skateboarding game called Skater XL. Have you ever heard of that one? I tuned into his stream the other night where he was telling some stories. He had one viewer, it was me, and he had 0 followers. And after his stream ended, he still had 0 followers, even though he had 1 viewer, which is a testament to his stream. No, it's pretty good actually. Do you want some of these guys to watch you stream, Jordan? You probably can. They might want to watch you play Skater XL later. Not now though. Not at the same time as me. Later. Alright, Jardums, what is this? Let's see. Jardums wants a new emote. He wants this one. Yay or nay, chat? sake. Look at that fucking face. Look, it's a very fresh face. Very fresh. Very fresh. Totally. What do you, is that a resounding yay from everybody? I can't see a single nay. Oh, I saw 2 nays. That's enough. The veto is in. There were nays. In 1996, I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old. In fact, I have a picture of myself when I was 16 years old somewhere on my computer in my email. But the problem is with the picture, I can't show it to you because my brother, who was 10 at the time, looks insane in the picture. Actually looks like he is some sort of serial killer. I can't show that to you. But if I crop him out, I can show you a picture of me when I was 16 years old, but it would take me some time to crop it out. I have to show you now? Okay, hang on a second. Let me see if I can get it. My dad scanned a whole bunch of pictures from when I was a kid and sent them to me. Which ones can I actually show you? Not that one. That's a Sean Connery meme. I don't know if I want to show you guys a picture of my mom either. You know, it's just not appropriate. Can I show you guys pictures of my brother looking like an insane serial killer? You know what? Maybe I can actually. I don't think he'll mind. Here's a picture of me when I was 16 years old. And see what I mean about my brother? He looks fucking insane. I don't know what he was thinking at the time. Again, he was 10 at the time, okay? He does look insane. He's not though. He looks like the guy from Full Metal Jacket. You're right. I think it was just like when the picture was taken or how it was or whatever. But look, that's yours truly at the age of 16. Here, this is us as well at Christmas, but I don't know why my dad scanned the picture. Like, there's us sitting by. What? Look. I think I was actually 15 in this one. So this is like 1995, and that would be like 1996. Like, let's do a comparison from then. Nice, eh? Do I still look the same? Do you think, or not really? Such a stud. Thanks very much. Love the carpet. I know my mom and dad's house. You know, like, look at this furniture as well. Like, what were they thinking? You got like a blue chair here. You should just have a matching blue chair, but it's not. It's like, what's this like patchwork chair? I don't even remember any of it. Actually, see this chair here? This chair here had a you could twirl it. So it had like a rotating base, right? But it was like a flat base for the chair. You could rock in it a bit like the chair I have now, and you could twirl it side to side if you wanted to, okay? So one year my parents were going to get rid of this chair, okay? And they had it, I used to have the whole basement at one point. When I was like 16, 17 or whatever, they just gave me the basement. It was a finished basement in our house. And they said, if you want your room to be down there instead of like upstairs, go for it. I was like, fuck, okay, awesome. So I basically had like an apartment in my basement, and it was great. And so they would just give me old furniture, right? I had like the old couch that matched this chair. And then they were going to get rid of this chair. And back then I was playing a lot of Diablo 2. I might not have been 16 or 17 at the time. I might have been closer to 20, actually. They were trying to get rid of this chair. So what I did was I took the base off of it, and I attached the base of a computer chair to the bottom of it so that I could use it as a computer chair. Man, it was really uncomfortable, it turned out. I thought it would be awesome, but it sucked. Major dick. It was the worst. I had to just take the bottom off and put it back on the computer chair after. I was so disappointed. I thought I would be like really comfortably playing some Diablo 2, grinding SOJs and stuff, no problem. It wasn't the case. It was not the case. So there you go. We've all been there. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So rotate this back around. You want the serial killer picture one more time? This is a one-time thing. We'll never look at these pictures again, by the way. Me when I was 16 with my creepy serial killer brother who had just gotten back from killing our neighbor. Look at
We
my
put
mum's
up with the
CD
fucking
collection.
bath story all this time, when you had this chair gold up your sleeve the whole time.
I know.
For shame.
I know.
Less than Terry.
Look at this. Look at this CD collection. You can see here. See this right here? That, my friends, is a CD player that can hold 5 discs at once, and you can do a shuffle, rotate, play along 5 discs as well. It was deluxe. Okay. Not only did we have speakers in this TV room, we also had speakers, you guessed it, in the fucking kitchen, so that we could listen to boomer music all over our house when we wanted to. It was fucking insane. It was nuts. Man, did we ever listen to it as well. We had fucking Enya up on that, Tom Petty, Led Zeppelin at times. Like, my mom was definitely a product of the... she was born in 1955. She listened to a lot of Beatles during the 60s when she was like a teenager, and then they broke up when she was in her teens, which led into sort of bands like Led Zeppelin and the Stones and stuff, which she would have listened to in her 20s and stuff. So she listened to lots of boomer music in my house, which was nice, actually. It was good. She went through this phase where she listened to country music a lot, though, and that was not as good. Lots of Dwight Yoakam and the Mavericks, which I gotta say I did not enjoy so much. But it happened. It happened. You can't stand country. I don't know. I don't like it, but I heard enough of it as a kid to sort of almost like it. It was weird. They listened to a country FM, like a music station and stuff as well. They really got into it in a major way. Is that a multi-layered t-shirt? No, that was in the 90s. I don't know if people still do it now, but back then you wore 2 t-shirts. So I would wear a t-shirt underneath a t-shirt as like a soaker almost. You might wear a wife beater under, like as an undershirt or something like that. We just wore 2 t-shirts. It was a big thing. Wearing like a white t-shirt underneath a black t-shirt, right, was a huge thing. It's just the fashion. You remember Method Man in the ice cream video when he has that big Jizza t-shirt on? He had that big black Jizza t-shirt on, and then underneath he had the white t-shirt as well. That was just the fashion. It was just the way it was. It would catch the sweats big time as well. Yeah, it was pretty good. So like Ghostface has like a white t-shirt underneath a sweater here, which is very common. You'd always have another shirt under a sweater, right? You wouldn't just wear a sweater without no shirt underneath it. But yeah, the double t-shirt was for sure a thing as well. Now you see it a lot. I mean, you saw it in The Wire a lot as well, right? It's like, I don't know. I guess it's just like part of the fashion back then. Big t-shirts with a t-shirt underneath. I can't find a picture of it. But yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not insane. That was the done thing back then. In the circles that I was in, at least. But mostly, I remember a lot of people dressed that was kind of like skaters did it a lot as well, right? There's lots of skaters. Remember when khakis were like the big thing? I think the Beastie Boys kind of popularized that for skaters, right? The Beastie Boys used to always wear fucking khakis, and then they'd have like really big baggy khakis, and you'd have like long t-shirts and stuff like that. Or maybe it was like a West Coast thing as well, right? I seem to remember Dre and all those guys dressing the same, right? Long t-shirt over a t-shirt and combats and stuff like that. Well, it's good. It's good. It's been a day filled with nostalgia.